It's Holly. Holly's humble home. Yeah.
Hey guys, so in today's video I wanted to show you these candles that I got. They are flameless pillar candles, and they're really neat. They just kind of unscrew, and then you put the batteries in here and then you turn them on or off. And I got them from Amazon. For all three of them, they were only $7.99, which is a really good deal in my opinion. But they have this, they do look a little plasticky, I won't lie to you. And I bought them for my daughter. I had made a candle like this last year, and she really liked what I did. I had decoupaged it with a napkin. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got these napkins here, and I chose these because I liked all the colors. I like the pine cones, and I thought, you know, she might be able to get away with having them up all winter, so she could have them up and use them longer. So I'm going to open these napkins up. And there's another reason why I chose this particular napkin. The backdrop of the napkin is this cream color right here, and it's gonna blend in really nice with these candles. So when I tear it around the edges here, the cream color will just blend right in. So I thought that that would be a good choice for this candle. So I'm just going to open it, and I'm going to try to remove the backing from it. Oh, that was easy. Sometimes they're not easy to remove. That turned out really well. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I am just going to decoupage it around, and I'm hoping, oh, perfect. Look, it does fit all the way around. So that is what I'm going to do. I just got some Mod Podge from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to put some on here. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna have a little bit of a crinkly effect to it. That doesn't bother me. Now, that might bother some people. It really doesn't bother me because I think it actually looks nice when you turn them on and they're lit. I think the crinkles just add something. That's just my personal opinion. The crinkles don't bother me. So I'm going to get this started here. Just going to put it on there. I want to make it flush with the bottom. I want to make sure I'm getting it on nice and straight. Now I'm going to try to get it to lay as flat as I can, okay? But it is going to crinkle. That's just what it's going to do. And see, I don't want to pull too hard because you don't want to rip your napkin. These are very thin. Once you take that backing off, they are very, very thin, okay? So I have that on there, and so now I'm just going to just kind of push it around. Get it on there just like that. I'm gonna have to get back in here and pull it down a little bit to pull it up, to pull the decoupage all the way up. I am gonna put another coat of decoupage on after I get the whole napkin on. But I needed to put a little bit of the napkin on so far so I had something to hold on to. It just makes it easier. So we're just going to get that on there like that. And I am being pretty generous with the decoupage because I do want this to stick very well. It's going to turn out really pretty when we are all done with it. And I'll show you how I'm going to take this top part off once I get this all wrapped around here, just like this. Okay. And I'm trying to put it on as smooth as I possibly can, but again, the wrinkles are just one of those things when you use decoupage. It's just, it is what it is, but I still like it. It really doesn't bother me. So I'm just gonna put the little seam here with the decoupage and do that. Now up here, because we have all this excess, this is what I do to get the excess off, okay? I take the decoupage and I put it around the top just like this. And it kind of dampens the napkin. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but this is just how I do it. And it seems to work out just fine for me. So then I just pull it, not too hard, but I just kind of pull it like this. It's a little sticky, but I don't pull it too hard. I just kind of pull it just enough to tear it, just like this. Okay, so then we have that off, and then I just push them down and over the little excess pieces, the little pieces that are left. I just push them down and over, just like that. Okay. And now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to put some decoupage all over the entire candle. And I do a generous amount so that it does stay on. I'm going to add a little bit more up top here, and then I'm going to push these down around it even more just to make sure that they are on. They're not going to come off. Just like this. Okay. I'm gonna hold it by the little flame here and go all the way around with it. And just make sure that we get a nice good coating of decoupage on this candle. And I'm gonna do the same thing with all three of them. And I think they're going to be a really cute little gift for my daughter. I really hope she likes the napkin that I chose. I think she will. She likes all foresty, natural, woodsy kinds of things. So I thought she would really like these. And she really liked the other one that I made last year that I'm going to show you here in just a minute. I'm going to put a little bit more decoupage on here just to make sure this lays down. I don't want any little pieces sticking up. So I'm just making sure that it's all going to lay down nicely. There we go, just like that. And now I'm going to do another one for you just so you can see it again. Let me just move this little guy over here. Okay. And I am going to use a new napkin every time, so we'll do the medium size one now. And they don't take too long to dry. And then I'll show you what they look like when the light is turned on. They're really pretty. Look how easy that came off of there. Sometimes I'm here for a long time trying to peel those corners off, but that came off really easy. So the same thing. Oops. Just going to get some going on here. I think I'm going to go all the way up this time. Instead of going halfway up, I'm just going to do the whole thing. Okay. So I got that on, and again, just going to try to make sure that we get everything nice and flush and even with the bottom. And I made one of these candles last year and it really lasted. I still have it and nothing is peeling off. The decoupage is still strong. I've had it out in my sunroom. I've had it in my bathroom. And so this technique does work out very well. At least in my experience it has. Okay, and it's not time consuming at all. This is a pretty quick and easy craft. And sometimes you can find these pillar candles at Dollar Tree. I couldn't find any though at my Dollar Trees. Maybe they don't get them in all the time. I don't know. They used to have, they were white. They were a little thinner than this particular one, but they did work well. But I haven't seen them in a while, so I did order these off Amazon, and I'll put a link to them in the comments below. They were only $7.99. Oh, and they're battery operated too, which that's really nice and easy. But I just think I love getting these plain candles, and I love finding these, you know, just a beautiful napkin and decoupaging them. They're so inexpensive. You can get 4 different sets, and you can get 4 different style of napkin for, you know, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And then you have these beautiful decoupaged pillar candles. Again, they're flameless, they're remote control, and you can just switch them out. And you know, for $7.99 you have a set for every season. So that, I thought that was pretty cool. You could do that. So I'm gonna tear this one a little bit to get a little bit more of this excess off. I think it might be easier to pull off the rest of it if I do that. There, so we just got some of the excess taken off there, okay? And so now I'm gonna put on, just going around the top so I can pull off the rest of it. And you could cut it, but then you'd have this stark line and you might be able to really tell where you cut it. So I just do it like this. This is just the technique that I do, and this works well for me. So I just pull it just like this, and see how easy? It really does tear pretty easy, guys. It's not hard at all. That tore very nicely, okay? So I'm just gonna push that over like this. Using some of the Mod Podge, just gonna push it on over and make sure all those pieces are laying down flat, and they will dry laying down flat with the Mod Podge. I think that looks so nice and pretty. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go around and just gonna put the coat on the outside. Nice sealer to protect it. Now you could do waterproof decoupage. I'm just using regular because I know she's gonna have these inside. She's not gonna have them outside. I don't think these are outdoor candles. I think they're inside candles. I can't quite remember, but I do believe they're indoor. We're going to use them indoors. We're not using them outdoors. So then just gonna make sure I go all the way around. And I think she's really gonna love these. I'm so excited to give them to her. She has a black cat at home, and it's really neat how she found him. She was leaving the grocery store and she heard this little guy crying. And so she went and found him. He was up in a tree, and the little thing was lost and scared. And she got him checked out. He was not microchipped. She asked around to see if anyone was missing him. No one was missing him. So he must have just been a little stray kitten. And so now he has a home with my daughter. So I found this black kitty cat coffee cup from Hobby Lobby. And I got that for her for the fall season. And I'm gonna give her these candles. So I'm gonna see her in about a week, and I'm gonna have all these little sweet gifts for her because she lives in New York State. So I don't get to see her too often. So when I do, I like to give her little things. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish this one, and then I'm gonna show you guys how they all look together. Okay, so just to show you guys, this is the one that I made last year. This was just a regular pillar candle that I had. I had a set of 4, and I used 3 for something else, and I kept this one out. And I had this napkin, and I cut all around the napkin to cut out the picture that you see here. And then I just decoupaged it onto this flameless pillar candle. There we go. And then I just keep him up here on one of my little candlesticks that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby. And that is just where he sits. And that is what he looks like, just like that. I need to get another one, and I'm not sure if I still have this napkin. I need to look and see if I do, because it was really easy to cut everything out. And the backdrop is cream color on the napkin, so even the parts that I didn't cut out entirely, you can't see them, so that worked out really well. And I just think that was really pretty, and the colors on this napkin were just really vibrant. Now you can go on to Amazon and they have candles already made like this that are flameless pillar candles, but they can get really expensive. So I like to make my own, and then you can really choose, you know, the napkin or the scene that you want and just personalize it and make it yours. So that is the one that I did last year. And the ones that we just made a second ago, they are drying. And so as soon as they're done, we will see how they turned out. So guys, this is how they turned out. I think they turned out so pretty. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I wanted to show you how they turned out. And look at how seamlessly they blend in, because of the back color of the napkin was the same color just about as the candle. So I think they turned out so pretty. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I think my daughter is going to love them. I'm going to turn them on now with the lights here and show you how they look. Alright guys, and this is how they look with the lights turned on. Look at how pretty. What a nice glow, and it just looks so pretty with all the little designs. You can see all the little leaves and everything. I just think that looks so pretty. I love this project. I hope I inspired you to maybe make some of your own. And I will link the candles that I used down in the comments. And I'm so glad that you guys were here. I'm so glad that I got to share this with you. So thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.